My name is Andrew Davis. I'm the Disaster Response Coordinator for the Texas Department of Insurance. Insurance is important because it helps reduce your financial loss. So you want to make sure that you have proper coverage for your home and your car. And if you're a renter, you want to make sure you have renter's insurance. So if you do experience a loss, your insurance company will be there to help recoup the losses. You'd want to make sure that you have a policy that you can afford. Make sure that you have deductibles that you can afford. We recommend that people review their insurance policy at least once a year. Check your deductibles, see if you can afford that. For homeowners, make sure that you have loss of use. Does it provide a place for you to stay if you can't stay in your home? You can have spoilage coverage if you lose all the items in your refrigerator due to a power loss. Make sure your car has comprehensive coverage, because that covers losses due to weather events or even vandalism. Being underinsured, make sure you have the appropriate policy limits that you can afford and that covers your personal items and for your house. We recommend that you take pictures and document your items at your personal property before a disaster, because the insurance companies are going to want to see that, and that helps move your claim along a lot faster. So make sure you have proper documentation and the appropriate coverage. Most homeowners insurance will not cover flood. So you'd have to have a separate flood policy through an insurance company, your insurance company, or if you're in a flood zone, then you can get that, or a FEMA flood zone, then you can get flood insurance through FEMA. So it's a completely separate coverage. Take pictures. Some people do spreadsheets, or you can just itemize it. You can document, with a picture, or just list it out, print it out, put it in your computer. Make sure you know how to reach your insurance company. Keep that information handy. If you have a power outage, put it somewhere. I know a lot of places give out those waterproof bags you can put in yours. If you don't have any power and you can't get to your phone or your laptop or computer, you'll have that information and know how to reach your insurance company. Pictures of your electronics, they typically are expensive. Take pictures of your furniture, the more expensive items, jewelry. If you're a homeowner, take pictures of the outside of your house. If you can get pictures of the roof, just like the outside, so they can see what it looked like before the storm hit. And you can take pictures of your car, walk around the car, front, back, side, so the insurance company can see what kind of condition it was in before the storm. Uninsured and underinsured, you can, if there's a hurricane, or like we had the Hill Country flood disaster, FEMA and the Texas Department of Emergency Management will set up disaster recovery centers. And so FEMA wouldn't be able to help you, but there are other resources at these centers that can help people that didn't have any insurance. So usually the Red Cross is there. They have, a lot of times they have something set up within the city where you can get temporary housing at no cost. There's other organizations that can help you replace your clothing, food, and so forth. Through events like this, that's helpful. People can visit our website, tdi.texas.gov. We have a lot of helpful hints for the consumer on how to protect yourself with the proper coverages, how to reach us if you need to file a complaint with your insurance company, because we do regulate the insurance industry in Texas. And it's pretty detailed on different types of coverages that you might need for your home or car or your business. Review your policy, your insurance policy. Make sure that you have the coverages that you need, because we get a lot of complaints that, against insurance companies. They're not paying for something, but they didn't have the right coverage for it. And if you need help with that, you can call TDI and we can answer questions like that too. We have a consumer protection hotline. Just that people don't know their insurance policy. It comes in the mail or sent online. They just make sure that the policy's enforced, and then that's it. And then when disaster hits, they're like, they report the claim and they have coverage, but not the coverage that they were thinking they had. And if you don't understand something in your policy, if you have an insurance agent, we regulate all agents and adjusters in the state of Texas. We manage their licenses. So you can call your agent. They should be able to explain it, or you can call the Department of Insurance. I think that's it. I can't stress enough to just look at your policy. And if the insurance company changes something on your policy, they do have to notify you of that. But make sure you open that mail or email to see what it is, because you might not agree with that. You would just want to make sure that you have the appropriate coverage for your home, your business, or your car. So you'd want to look through your insurance policy, look at the declarations page. It has an overview of the coverages and the amount you're paying and your deductible, and make sure that that's going to cover the value of your property. So on your homeowner's policy, it'll say if you have replacement cost or ACV, known as actual cash values. There's a big difference. So replacement cost is going to replace your structure, your items, structurally, or your personal items at the current cost. So if you bought a $10,000, let's say $1,000 sofa, and the replacement cost today, if it's $1,000, they're going to give you $1,000 minus your deductible. The insurance company will. If you have ACV, the insurance company is going to take the depreciation. So they decide they have a formula they use to calculate the depreciation minus your deductible. So that $1,000 couch could be $200.